Josh, I'm fucking annoyed. I'm annoyed. You know why I'm annoyed, right? Because we're how far into the transfer window now?
Like a week.
A week? Chelsea haven't done anything. You know what? That shows a lack of just determination from this new owner. And it's bollocks, mate.
Jay's being a fun Chelsea Twitter man, aren't you, Jay? This is a parody. This is a parody of you, fun Chelsea Twitter man.
Dickhead. But I'm actually annoyed.
Oh.
Because all of Chelsea Twitter is going on about Ousmane Dembele. And it's stressing me out a little bit. Why do you want this man that has not had the best? He's been at some big clubs, had some nice moments, but just hasn't quite lived up to his potential, and also has been injury prone for a lot of his career. Come to Chelsea, mate. Go on, score no goals for Chelsea whilst having glass ankles. Do it. Am I being harsh there?
No. However, if you could strike a deal with a cash-strapped Barcelona for 40 million, and I know that's so much money, but it's not for Chelsea, then maybe it's worth a shout, because there is a player in there that played for Dortmund that is fantastic. He has died, as you mentioned.
It's a massive shame. He is a talent, and like you said, there's a player in there, but there's no point taking risks at this point. I don't think there's any point taking a risk on him.
Tell that to Liverpool, Darwin Núñez.
Risks. He's less of a risk. He's less of a risk. But no, it's just we've got a problem at Chelsea. We've got many problems at Chelsea, and one of the problems is we can't score goals. We just can't score goals.
I'll say that he's not an answer to a goal scoring problem.
Exactly.
But let me ask you one question. Imagine, if you will, Tuchel reuniting Pulisic and Dembele.
Let me get a little graphic. I'll make a little graphic for that.
4 goals a season.
And 2 assists.
The thing is with Chelsea, we discussed this, haven't we? And it's going to come more into prevalence with another player you're going to bring up, unless you'd like to just bring him up now.
Go for it. Raheem, yes.
Raheem Sterling, another winger, another number 7.
Yeah.
You're not too keen on Raheem, are you?
I'm iffy on Raheem. Because, again, this is a worry I have with Chelsea. Our problem is scoring goals at the moment, and I know Sterling can put them away, but he has put them away for a City team that put it on almost on a plate for him. He gets in at the back post and he just taps it in, and that's great. That's their system, and he's great at being in those positions. He'll be in those positions for Chelsea, and he will not find the ball unless Reece James and Raheem Sterling get a little partnership where he's whipping them in. That could be great, and I'm more inclined to go with Sterling than Dembele, but I think there's a problem at Chelsea that these players just don't, for me, seem to fix.
Right, okay.
Sterling isn't going to come in, sorry to interrupt you there, and score 20 goals next season, is he? Is he going to do that?
Maybe, probably not, no. Dembele is a FIFA signing. He's good on FIFA.
And he
gets a lot of cards on the old foot.
Yes.
Sterling, I'm now going to ask you some questions.
Go on.
Who's better, Pulisic or Sterling?
Okay, so
let's
go for it. Okay, Sterling.
Who's better, Ziyech or Sterling?
Sterling's better all-round player.
Who's better, Werner or Sterling?
Sterling. No, absolutely. And I've got the Timo, Ziyech and Pulisic all have been linked with various different clubs and leaving, and I think we are looking to get a fair bit of dough for those players, because I think they're still worth a bit of money, even though they're pretty rubbish at times. It feels harsh to say, but so with that money we can put back into that position, absolutely. And you're right there, and I am iffy on Sterling. I'm not like fully sold on the idea that some people are like, Sterling, we must get, why aren't we throwing every bit of money that we have at Sterling? I'm like, yeah, he could be good, and he could work, and there is like a bit of connection there that he could make with some of the other players on the team. But it's just I'm reluctant, and I'm not fully sold, like I say. But you're right, he's better than almost all of our forwards so far. We've got a problem at Chelsea, and also not only are those wingers leaving, but the big man wants to leave. The fucking dickhead Rom wants to go. The
fact that Rom hasn't worked. I'm sorry. The fact that Lukaku hasn't worked, it does raise some questions, doesn't it? Because the strikers are being snapped up. You've got to imagine Kane's not going to go. Haaland's gone. Mbappe's staying. Núñez has gone to Liverpool if he is going to be in that generation of striker. Do you, and here's a question for you, I don't even know if you've got this on your little transfer list, Jeff, taking this off at a tangent, Should you throw every bit of money you have at Lewandowski?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely, yeah. Get rid of Ram.
But he wants to go to Barcelona. Barcelona are cash strapped. United look like the...
Why does he want to go to Barcelona?
It's his dream, Jay.
Okay, I get that.
The boy's dream.
It's the man's dream.
It's
but
the boy's dream.
But
the man.
They're a mess at the minute. I
become
understand it, the Barcelona thing, but yeah, absolutely we should. Yeah, like if we sell, Timo, Ziyech and keep Pulisic, or we sell two of them, keep one of them, get a bit of money for him. We should be get some money for Lukaku. Absolutely, what a talent he is. He almost guarantees.
You said that as if he's like a young product.
What a talent he is.
He what's a young talent?
But he guarantees us 20 goals.
Well, no, he doesn't, because he's never come to the Premier League.
More of a guarantee than Sterling.
Because the volcano stopped him, but
more of a guarantee than Sterling. More of a guarantee than Dembele.
Probably.
Absolutely, mate. That's a great question, and yes, we should be doing that, especially with the Lukaku problem. Because,
especially if he goes to United.
Yeah, I mean, him and Ronaldo.
Ziyech putting them on a plate for him at United.
Oh yeah. Ziyech is linked to United, isn't he? Because of Ten Hag. But yeah, that'd be great, because this Lukaku situation is a mess, and I think we just need to wash our hands with it and get rid of it quick, because it's dragging a bad name through to him and to Chelsea. It's putting us all in a shit position. The fact that midway through the season he's gone, I want to go to Inter, then he's like, oh no, sorry, I don't want to go there. Now the second the transfer window is happening again, he's like, fucking come here. It's so stressful. They don't have the money to buy him for anywhere near what we paid, which is ridiculous. Well, so the problem, the other problem at Chelsea is the amount of centre backs that have left and potentially leaving. Rudiger's gone to Real Madrid. Thank you, Rudiger. Goodbye. Christensen's gone to Barcelona. Or that hasn't been confirmed. It's gone.
He's gone to Barcelona.
Aspie's still like...
No, he's staying.
Is he staying?
He'll stay for another season. I don't have inside knowledge, but he'll stay for another season, just out of desperation, a player.
I do think that he's got one more season.
But this season will ruin his legacy with a lot of Chelsea fans who despise him.
I hate the Chelsea fans. Like, what a legend.
A lot of Chelsea fans have turned on him already. He will make mistakes this season, because I know I got bitten on the arse slightly by my Thiago Silva comment. He's still complaining about before. But Azpilicueta doesn't have the talent and longevity of Thiago Silva, and he will start to be exposed.
It has started this season. He's been ropey. I love the guy. He's been brilliant for the past couple of years, but he can't be starting anymore, because Reece James is better than him at right back. In the back three, he's prone to mistakes. He's literally passed the ball to opponents on multiple occasions this season, not just once. It happened a lot, which resulted us in losing 1-0 in a few of these games, like that Everton game. You know what I mean? Like he's passed it. This is the problem with football, isn't it? Like, I can be here and I can sit here and I say, he's passed it, thank you for everything, Aspie, love you, you were great, you're losing it a bit, blah blah. People are like, fuck you, Aspie, you're a cunt. Like, no, he's a great man, he's done great things for Chelsea, just kind of getting old now, deserves to go.
Do you reckon any of these centre backs that you could replace him with will tuck their shirt in every single minute of every single game?
Probably not, and that's a shame.
It's a shame.
It's a shame. So we need centre backs. Koundé looks to be very secure. A lot of reports coming out saying that we've got Koundé. He's happening. We wanted to get him last summer. We couldn't for, I think Sevilla blocked it. Still under contract. But this year we're going in, throwing a fair bit of money at him. I think he's pretty secure, which is great. He looks like a great talent. Blah blah blah. I didn't really want him last year. I'd rather have kept fucking some of the other lads that have proved to be good. But I won't keep saying that, because I think I say that every time we do a video. But we need another centre back as well as him, and we've been linked with a few. We've been linked with Kimpembe, which is a little bit of a strange one, just because he's mates with Thiago Silva, I think.
And
I think that you like it, get him in. That's a bit of a weird.
He's not going anywhere.
No, he's not going anywhere. Romagnoli, AC Milan. I think a weird one. I quite like the idea of him coming, but I don't think he's not going to leave, is he?
I don't think he's great either. I don't think he's bad, but I don't think he's great. I think you need to be praying. Like, I can think of 4 better centre backs in Milan. I think Bastoni, Tomori, De Vrij, and Skriniar.
Yeah.
All of those.
Skriniar's another one we've been linked with. But the thing is, with any Milan players, both AC or Inter, they're doing great in the Serie A right now. They don't want to leave. They're in the Champions League. They're both pushing for the league. The big title race last year. Why are they going to want to come to Chelsea, who, let's face it, we're not going to win the league next year?
No, because Tottenham are.
It's because Tottenham are. because City are or Liverpool, but maybe not even Liverpool. But anyway, this league is so hard to win now with the way that things are going. They're not going to want to chance that, are they? So it's so difficult. And that's a video in itself, I think, to talk about.
Let's talk about these judges. Yeah.
But anyway, I don't know which one of these boys, and we'll probably get like maybe a random one, like I can't pronounce his name, Gvardo,
RB Leipzig, a young centre back.
Yeah,
too soon.
What about
Looks like a good player. Too soon.
Yeah. But he looks like the kind of player that Chelsea will throw 40 million at.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But
how much did you let tomorrow go for?
30.
Lol.
Yeah, brilliant, isn't it? Why did we? Let's not do that. But yeah, we definitely need another centre back. And then we thought apparently today, big news. They are filming this big news that goalkeeper from Chicago has come in.
I've had to hear about this twice already today, and it's twice too many.
I mean, I've got to say it on the video. I can't just say it to you.
I know.
But he looks. I mean, I've only seen one clip of him where his wrist goes like this. But apparently, he's highly, anticipated to be.
He is American.
Great.
No, I don't mean that. He's American. So Zach Steffen.
Yeah.
Zach Steffen has not done it for City. He doesn't seem good enough for City.
No.
Zach Steffen is assumably America's first choice keeper, keeping this guy out.
Yeah.
So maybe he's really, really young, and fair enough.
I think he's 19.
For me, I don't understand why you'd go to a club like City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham, Arsenal, United. If you're a young American 19-year-old keeper, you need to go somewhere you can play. Otherwise, you'll just end up like Zach Steffen, losing the League Cup semi-final, the FA Cup semi-final, or whatever it was, the final. Who knows? Yeah,
it's strange, but this also might mean that Kepa's on his way out, which is like kind of good.
It's good because he's in our bed, and he's not.
Why is he in our bed?
Because you just like to forget about the whole Sarri thing, don't you?
He wasn't injured. He was like, "No, sorry, I'm not injured, mate. It's fine. Look, my leg's fine." That's what he was doing.
I'm not having it.
He weren't like.
He got told to come off, and then he fucked up. So,
but I think that one instance was terrible. I remember fuming. I was watching that on my phone. I remember just wanting to dash my phone. But I think he's on his way out. We're never going to get that money back on him. But if we're getting another goalkeeper in, I can only presume that he's on his way out. So thanks for everything.
It's what you do on FIFA when you realise you've only got one keeper. You just go to free agents. You find this is you don't care. Just come on.
But
you're not going to play.
There's more money coming in there from a potential sale on Kepa. Yeah. So this is by the looks of it, all this kind of ins and outs are looking to be quite smart, and we're kind of not just dashing money at it. We're trying to do a bit of that, which is nice. And then I think the last point I had was something we spoke about in the Tottenham video was apparently we're also linked with Richarlison. There's apparently a bit of a race between you, Tottenham, and us, Chelsea.
It's a very strange position, isn't it? And this could have been discussed on either video, where Richarlison probably gets more game time for you than he does for us.
Yeah,
and that's confusing.
Easily, that's mental, isn't it? Because we said this in your video. You should watch that if you haven't. You've got Kane, you've got Son, you've got Kulusevski. Those are the main three right now. Richarlison has to work to get into that. For Chelsea, he might be a starter. I think he would be, surely. Like, if Ziyech's going, if Werner's going, if Pulisic...
Not if they're going.
Yeah, he's better than
they're actually playing.
We said this
better's harsh. I think he missed a few games. I think he got 11 goals last season, but he did get some crucial goals. He did spearhead Everton's survival at the very end there with a few goals. Almost then got suspended for that flare thing, which would have been hilarious. But he does probably start over a majority of your front line, which is why, and again, I know we're talking about Chelsea right now, but it's why I am very confident about Tottenham next season. If Mane's going, and if Liverpool don't quite gel, and this is just pure hope speaking, if Haaland doesn't instantly hit the ground running, if you guys don't sort out your attack, there's an argument for Tottenham having one of the best attacks in the league.
Second, you're coming in for
and
that second.
That excites me. But
mate,
I'm not talking about that right now.
No, you do. Like I said, watch that video if you haven't already, because things are happening at Tottenham, which are great for him. But Richard, I we've already spoke about Dembele, we've already spoke about Sterling. I'd prefer Richarlison over them two.
Sterling.
Sterling.
That's controversial.
No, it's not.
It is controversial.
I think Richarlison, he also brings that kind of flair, that kind of aggression that I love in a player. The Diego Costa kind of shithousery that he brought to Chelsea back then.
We know he suits blue, so
he looks good in blue. It is perfect. Now, I'd love Richarlison. I actually really think that'd be one of the attackers I'd want to sign. I don't know. That might just be me. I've not seen a lot of Chelsea fans talk about that, but we are linked with him.
Maybe you should get Jesus and Richarlison. Maybe you don't need to discuss who's better. Like
Jesus as well. We're linked with him, but he's going Arsenal though, and
he's going Arsenal.
That like number 9. You're the babysitter of all these little kids. Like he's going to be the guy. The guy that Lacazette couldn't be.
You say babysitter, he's still very young himself, isn't he? He's only like 24, 25.
Yeah. We're a bit of a mess at the moment. I think Chelsea fans need to lower their expectations for next season massively, because we've got the new ownership. We've got this mad kind of situation where a lot of players are left. We've got a lot of old players as well. It's a weird time to be a Chelsea fan.
It's a very interesting time to be a Chelsea fan, and I do think that money will be spent. But there's a lot of Chelsea fans that are in. Jay's not one of them. But there are a lot of Chelsea fans that are in for a shock when you do not. I don't think it continues. You do not spend the money to compete.
No.
You might make smarter signings. You might not throw money away on these players, but less money will be spent. And for a lot of Chelsea fans that have started supporting Chelsea for a very particular reason,
they can all fuck off the City.
There's going to be some shocks.
They can all fuck off the City. It'll be great. Shocks. That'll be a great time. Our Twitter will be a better place for it, so please leave. But you're right. We won't spend the same way. We'll be trying to be smart at it. We need to lower our expectations. We're not going to just win everything all the time. We need to, especially with fucking you lot doing so well in the summer, and with Conte in the league, Klopp getting his everything he wants because of spending 80 mil on some man from.
He works miracles on a shoestring budget though, our Klopp. And on that
I can't wait for him to say that next season. On that note, thanks for watching. We appreciate you loads. We love you loads. Make sure you check out all our other videos, and as always, tell your dads.